I mean, I've heard this argument before too. Putin invaded. You can't go, oh my goodness, if we help Ukraine defend itself, the Chinese and the Russians will become closer together, right? Let it go, right? The same could be said for Lithuania or Estonia or Finland or Sweden, right? Oh, boy, it'll drive them closer together. So that argument, to your point really about the timing of their increased closeness is absolutely true. I do think Putin's failure, that is the absence of success in Ukraine, has driven him to become even more reliant and dependent on Xi Jinping. I think that's true. He has now largely handed over large swaths of his economy to the Chinese Communist Party. The Russian people will regret that over the coming decades. I think that's almost certainly true. So I'm not denying that it has benefited, tightened the relationship, but to say that America's response has driven that gets cause and effect exactly backwards, I think. Lastly, we should be concerned. We don't need the Russian nuclear warheads tied to the Chinese nuclear program. We don't need them connected. That increases strategic risk to the United States of America for sure. We should work to disconnect those and do the things that we can to drive them apart. But don't forget about basic laws of entropy. Okay, I took enough freshman year physics. These are two countries that have a long experience with each other, and their peoples have long experiences with each other. There are smarter people who will write about this in ways that are more depth than I can have. But don't forget, Xi Jinping's been eyeing Eastern Russia for a long time. So did Mao. There's a
near Arctic power might become an Arctic power.
No, this is exactly right. So we should never resign ourselves to the fact that this is going to become, that someday we'll be going, no, we think we should defend Russian independence from China, right? But the Russians should worry that they're the next Taiwan. Make no mistake about it. They should be concerned that Xi has deep intentions for the resources that sit on Russian soil. And maybe
俄罗斯玩的那些这个欲擒故纵的，通通变成现实，然后打通“一带一路”的北线东欧线，把整个俄罗斯的整个的木材、能源、农业，说整个东北三省的农业板块北推2200公里，2200公里大家算算去哪儿了啊？从西伯利亚海参崴往北走，布拉格申斯维克海参崴西伯利亚2200公里往北推2200公里农业，然后把火车打出4条线叫做中东的东线、中线和西线然后跟这个欧洲要接起来把整个亚洲的40亿人口和东欧的大概在5亿人口全部跟它连在一起，打造新兴市场，把金砖国上海组织所有国家的技术市场连在一起，然后发行数字人民币，4颗美元，4颗欧元。习近平到东北去，这次是一个所谓的未来5年、10年、100年的3大布局把俄罗斯的能源、石油、木材、农业全搞起来，就是把这种情况下，希望俄罗斯在乌克兰死得越惨越好中共才有机会大家记住，这叫做抓住历史机遇，开中国北上避而西方，就是跟美国现在尽可能在台海避免冲突。